up, YouTube? It's your girl Jess. Guess who is back? And look at this. What's that? Oh, I think it's some merch. This is the Kill 'em brand, y'all. This is my shirt design. You see this little idiom down here? New tattooed over here. Can you guess what this means? I think this is the closest idiom I could find that had to do with kill 'em. Kill 'em to me is about perseverance. It's about just pushing through. You killing them, you doing great things, and you not stopping. Continuation is power. I cannot pronounce the full idiom in Japanese. This shit is it's hard. I can't. I tried. This is that Japanese style cut. It's very loose. It's very high quality. You got like a nice sleeve in here. It's boxy. And this is puffy. It's really, you know, it's that good print. But wait, there's more. Hold up now. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's some Kill 'em boxers, baby. All of this stuff is coming out soon. You guys gotta give me some time, but this is my announcement and this is what the logo look like. And all the people that I'm going through for all my stuff is through queer creatives who do this themselves. It's really dope that I'm able to keep the money in the circle. We need to upgrade as a community, and I wanted to make sure I put high quality products out there for you guys. So as you can see by the title, today we're gonna talk about something that is very important as usual, that nobody really talks about as usual, and something that I feel a lot of us go through nowadays, because I think after quarantine, social media just kind of upgraded in its importance for us. So, and our generation been through it all. I don't want to hear about y'all younger ones, because we have gone through many changes and we're good at staying up to date. But when it comes to making sure that our mental is good, that's where we get fucked up. And billion user apps like TikTok definitely don't help us when that many people are able to see your video in short periods of time and make you feel any type of way they want to make you feel. It's definitely not human to digest that much information, that many opinions, that many judgments in shorter periods of time. And someone who's been in this game for well over 10 years, watching all this progress and dealing with types of comments like this and being someone who stands out, it really can get to you. And it's very hard for me to believe that there's many people out there who don't digest stuff like that. I've seen so many videos nowadays where people responding to comments, interacting with those things that make them feel upset, or even to things like TikTok guidelines where they take off people's videos for little to no reason. It's a lot to digest. It's a lot to figure out and process, and when you are new to this game, you can get sucked in quickly, and the more sucked in you get into content making, the more that people will do this to you. And it's either you build a shield and you get through it and you learn how to cope with it, you have coping mechanisms, or you let it eat you alive. And that's where a lot of people get fucked up, and that's where a lot of YouTubers start to go down the drain, and we've seen this firsthand with many YouTubers we know. And really, it's a lot easier said than done. Trust me, I am one to preach about making sure your business minds your own, you are in your own lane, you're special, you make sure that you don't let those things get to you. And I am 95% good at that, but there is that 5%. And there are times where people really love to get under your skin because they have all this personal information about you, and then they use that against you, or they even call out your insecurities or say really derogative or offensive or violent things to you. And it's hard for you to wrap your mind around the fact that people even think like that. And one of the biggest ones that has been more of a trend lately than not, and you guys have seen me talk about this, is those of the male species. We all know as masculine lesbians that this is one of the hardest species of human to deal with. Man, they love to get under your skin. And as much as I do not want to give them the time of day, and a lot of us will agree, there has to be people like me to make these certain videos to stand up for us. We need some type of validation sometimes. A lot of us are lonely in this world, and trust me, I get that feeling. That's why we're tackling this topic, because a lot of us know this. We just need that voice for us to hear these things. And sometimes I just need to say these things out loud because it starts to really boil in my brain, the amount of audacity that men have. I let it out. I do. I let it go. I don't let it get to the point where it affects me in any way where I permanently will think these things or somehow I'm going to start to believe them, because trust me, I know if you've been assaulted, humiliated, harassed, talked down on, bullied, or any of these negative things, physical, mental, by a man, I think we all as women can raise our hands to this. But because they're here and because they love to rule almost every single space that we are in as humans, we have to keep being a voice in order to make sure that they understand their place. We need to be checking on their shit, period, all the time. And I will keep talking about this shit until they start to take us seriously in this world, because they don't. Behind every specific insult that men throw at us, there is a specific insecurity behind it. A lot of them will preach that it's facts, or it is what it is. Men are always going to be superior. They have these ideals and they really believe these things to the point where they don't even question the things that come out their damn mouth. I can't tell you how many times straight men have approached me and said things where they are clearly obsessed with someone like me, where my style, anything that I naturally am. The truth reveals itself. And trust me, I've heard it, I've seen it, it's been written to me, and even when it's not admitted, it is so obvious. I'll pull up this one DM I got recently. You know why women are attracted to women? Because for one, women are more attractive. And even though a lot of them are studs, y'all are just better looking because y'all are still women. I had to read this a couple times because I'm like, is this a compliment or insult? So it's going to be easier to look handsome and catch a woman's attention. Plus, a woman's standards are far lower in another woman than they are in man's. Women will pretty much accept any flaw that a woman has before guys. This is one reason men are offended, because women will accept a woman shorter, no car, no job, no career. All she gotta have is be nice. Men have to do everything and still don't get attention of her. Insecurity! You're literally screaming, I'm insecure about myself and I don't know how to deal with it, so I'm gonna DM you facts, but it's an insult. Fuck you. And if you guys don't see that when men insult you, then you gotta take a step back, because that's all I see when I see messages like this. I've said this in my past videos, the way that you guys speak exposes you. A recent personal post that I put up on TikTok blew up and got on straight TikTok somehow. I just love to stay in my little queer social media bubble, and I don't want to be in any other space. And I live this life in real life anyways. I already have a queer bubble that I stay to myself too, and I don't interact with straight people like that. I just stay here. And I love it here. I love that I don't have to deal with unwanted opinions or weird looks or weird vibes or any of it. When you're someone like me and you've been what you've been through and you have the ability to manifest what you want and the crowd that you want, you do that. And that's exactly where I stay, because of stuff like this. For those who don't follow me on Instagram for some weird reason and didn't see my girlfriend announcement, because I've been more open, we've been making more content. She's on TikTok, I'm on TikTok. I decided to use one of these audios by a straight guy, which of course is a joke because that's my level of sarcasm. But a lot of that goes over people's heads, like way up here. And the lovely crowd that managed to find it this time was straight men, specifically a lot of men of color. When you're someone like me, super white presenting, you're dating someone who's mixed, you're gonna get these types of crowds. Men in this crowd eat things like that alive, because the dynamic that we have strangles them by the balls, where their insecurities are screaming unless they say something so derogative, where they'd rather me take my own life than to see something like this. The audacity of someone like me, masculine presenting, having a woman like that. This is the first time I'm having to deal with comments like this to this volume, so I've had to limit my comments on both of my social medias in order for my feeds to function normally again. And the ways that videos go viral on TikTok are extremely fast, extremely aggressive, and this really worries me for the younger generation, because you guys need to understand that this is not normal for people to be able to see this so quickly. And because it's becoming a new normal, we have to use the tools that these sites give us in order to manage normalcy in our lives. And you build yourself some type of barrier from your actual feelings about yourself and the outside world's feelings about you and what you're doing with your life. I'm truly just astounded by the audacity. Men feel extremely threatened by people like me because I'm able to achieve women like this. I'm able to satisfy them. I'm able to have a real mutual relationship with them. Do you know how hard that is for men to achieve? It is extremely rare that women, one, stick around and are happy and actually come. One of the comments I got multiple times that really stood out to me, and I made a joke about on my Instagram, they said she must have money. That's the only reason she would stay around. I just want to thank all men for exposing themselves. Thank you for exposing the fact that you need everything else besides yourself to prove to a woman that you are worthy. It could be so easy if you guys went to therapy and just dealt with your shit, so you don't have to keep projecting all over the place. So if the message wasn't clear to you guys, we don't care like that. We're just tired. We are exhausted from dealing with this, and the fact that we are in 2021 and it is still a thing. Y'all always insert yourselves in places where it wasn't asked for and wasn't needed. Just stay in your lane. Go back into here. And if you feel the need to project any type of feeling or opinion that is not positive onto another being, check yourself first. That is my biggest message in this video. If we collectively ignore more, the more they're going to be talking to brick walls, which is what we want. And we'll have more energy for each other in order to lift each other up and make us more powerful in this world, so that they see what I see and how powerful and amazing we are. I love you guys. Stay safe out there. This world is crazy. Stay tuned for all the good things coming. I love y'all. Peace.